From a goal so crazy it had a commentator going nuts to a goal so insane it turned his ops into his fans. These are the 10 craziest Ronaldo goals in football. And first up, he was pulling off an NBA crossbreed in Syria back in 2019. Ronaldo was the hottest thing in football. He just moved to the Italian CA to join Juve and was determined to make his mark in the league in the game versus Dortmund. The game plan was simple: get the ball into the box for CR7 to attack. This one time Alexandro hit the cross and then, once Ronaldo got this head onto it, what happened next was simply stunning. The header was insane. But that's not event the best part. See, Ronaldo stood at a staggering 2 in the air. That's the average jump of an NBA baller, man. Imagine a Ronaldo and LeBron link up in the future. I'm game as impressive as this header. Is this ain't event the best done yet? Because back against this former team, Ronaldo left this former coach stunned in 2013. Ronaldo and Real Madrid faced in the Champions League quarterfinals, but the match itself wasn't event the highlight because the main event was Ronaldo returning to face United for the first time since he left back in 2008. Still, there was no love lost for Ronaldo every time he had the ball. The United defenders quickly closed in on him until Ronaldo realized he wasn't going to be having it easy and knew he had to take his game to another level if he was going to perform against United. And that's when he took things up a notch, literally. Watch that again in slow-mo. Ronaldo's thighs were on Patrice Evra's head, and the goalie couldn't even move. Guess it's the Ronaldo effect. Man, simply stunning. Ronaldo's header aerial ways on lock. But this head game isn't the only thing he's got going for him. When it comes to dead balls, Ronaldo's a legend, and you don't have to take it from me. Just as David James in Portsmouth 2008 was peak United, Ronaldo had never missed that iconic hair with lots of hair gel, long sleeve kit and anklet taps with wristbands. Ronaldo had me dressing like him to birthday parties. See, part of what was making Ronaldo a sensation at the time was his ability from free kicks and his knuckleball technique. I mean, I knew it was good, but in the game against Portsmouth, he was different. Gravy. United won a free kick meters away from Portsmouth's half, and as soon as Ronaldo placed the ball down, you can be. I was thinking about having a pop-hack goal. But there was one problem: the dudes in the wall were huge and the distance was looking impossible to bend it to. But it's Ronaldo, man, and after taking that deep breath and hitting the signature CR7 pose, he showed the entire world that impossible is nothing to bin. Some of Ronaldo's critics after this one said this free kick goal was a fluke. So Ronaldo decided to wait for an even bigger opponent in a big game, and this time from miles out the led a trip. United versus Arsenal in the Champions League semi-final. 10 minutes into the first half, United won a free kick from over 35 yard. It seemed way too far for a shot, and the Arsenal defenders were so convinced Noon would be willing to have a pop-hack goal that they only put 3 defenders in the wall. Big mistake, because once Ronaldo took game, he launched an RPG straight into the Arsenal goal event. The commentator couldn't believe what he'd just seen. Vintage CR7 stuff. It's not just for his clubs. Ronaldo's banging dead balls from back in 2018. He had to rescue his country on the biggest stage in football. When Portugal faced Spain in the opening game of the 2018 World Cup, Cristiano Ronaldo was seconds away from a disaster. Ronaldo had bagged a brace in the match, but Spain had come back twice to lead 3-2. And Portugal was on the brink of an opening day defeat less than 2 minutes until the end of the game. Portugal got a free kick outside the box, and as soon as Ronaldo put the ball down, the stadium went silent. Ronaldo knew this was the last chance his team had of getting something out of the game, and if he missed, his team would find it incredibly hard to qualify. So he took it all, hit the signature CR7 pose, and what happened next was simply unbelievable, amazing. Captain Clutch. Ronaldo definitely knows show to silence a crowd. He's been doing it from way back in 2009. Ronaldo is back home in Portugal, this time in the Champions League to face Porto in the knockouts. See, Ronaldo started at Sporting Lisbon, and they're one of the 3 biggest teams in the country, with Porto and Benfica so coming back home. The Porto fans were determined to give him serious stick in the match immediately. There, hit the whistle and Ronaldo touched the ball. They start Ed booing him, and Ronaldo knew had to do something early to keep these fans quiet all games with only 3 minutes gone. He struck this from miles out. Lately I've heard people say Ronaldo's past it and he could only score goals like this back in the day. I'm guessing Ronaldo heard it too and decided to make this one personal these days. Ronaldo's balling out in the Saudi Pro League for Al Nassr at 38, but has still got it in the game against Al. Ronaldo was captaining the team knowing they needed to win, and I'm pretty sure he figured it was time he hit a gas zone. Dad, these Saudi supporters going crazy, but he knew he needed the perfect opportunity. And once he realized the goalie was off his line, Ronaldo hit it from miles out and had the crowd struggling to believe what they'd just seen. Goals of crazy even. Ronaldo couldn't believe he actually scored. Sometimes the surprises himself, like in 2011, when he scored one of the most insane reflex goals I've ever seen coming into the match. Against Iraq, and Ronaldo was on smoke that season. He and Messi were going head-to-head in almost every game, and Ronaldo knew if he wanted to get the better of his rival, he had to do something people hadn't seen before, something different, man. And if I'm being honest, can't think of anything better than a goal out of nowhere. It's like he's got eyes at the back of his head. I'm only saying I haven't seen Messi hit a backheel goal ever. Ronaldo and Messi's battle should have gone on over the years, but it kind of reached a climax in 2018, when Ronaldo got this revenge against Messi in the best way possible. To understand this one, I gotta take it back to 2017, with just 3 matches left to play. All Madrid had to do was beat Barca to make sure that win the league, but with the last kick of the game, Messi hit arguably the most clutch moment in El Clasico history, and left Ronaldo'S in cuss words on live TV. That celebration got a Ronaldo because Messi had done him dirty on his own turf. So when they met a few months later, it was all about revenge for Ronaldo. Now, didn't start this one, but once he got subbed in, Ronaldo knew the objective was simple: had it a stunner and help his team win the game. You'd bet my homeboy was never going to miss once he hit his stride and got into the rhythm. It was game over. The angles on goal is crazy, but not crazy enough to clinch top spot. Because number 1, Ronaldo hit a goal also insane. It turned his ops into his fans. Real Madrid versus Juve in the Champions League quarter-final first legging. And the players on display looked like an all-star cat. Both teams had met in the final last year, and it looked like it was going to be another Madrid win when Ronaldo gave them the lead early on until Juve started growing into the game. After a couple of near moments, Ronaldo knew Madrid needed a second goal to calm the game down and give them back control, but his goalie wasn't prepared to just let them have it. So when Madrid broke on the counter, he made an impressive save until Madrid recycled the attack back, whipped the ball into the box, and Ronaldo produced something that was out of this world. Man, he was 33 when he hit this inch-perfect bicycle kick. Man, at 22, I can't even bend my back properly. Ronaldo's the GOAT on and off the field, because apart from hitting inch-perfect bicycle kick, she's already